Alrighty, guys. Well, what makes a gaming phone a gaming phone? Well, I don't know. There's the processor. There's the panel. What else, Whitson? What else makes it a
Yes,
gaming phone?
both very good points, actually. Two of the biggest things, right? But there are a lot of phones that use the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite mobile platform, right? The one that we're using in the ROG Phone 9. So, what makes the ROG phone more special than those phones? What makes it better for gaming? That incredible performance is part of what makes the ultimate gaming phone, but it's more than that. You have hardware features like the air triggers that let you get a little bit more extra control over your games. You've got the incredible cooling inside. You've got that the charging port on the side of the phone, so when you're charging it, you can game without your hand getting in the way of the charger
Hmm.
coming out of the bottom of the phone.
I love
All
that.
these kinds of things. I know, I do too. But software is also a huge part of the equation. These days, a gaming device has to pack performance and intelligence. And so we're going to talk a bit about some of the features that fit into the latter half of that equation today. So I've got my ROG phone here. All right. We're going to talk about some of the features it has, particularly in our Game Genie hub. So can we, oh, there we go. Okay. So Game Genie is our AI powered gaming hub on the ROG Phone 9 and ROG Phone 9 Pro. I've got the 9 Pro here. Jake, you got the ROG Phone 8. I don't
Correct.
believe it. These features. This is one of the benefits of the 9.
Hmm.
Um, and within this hub, you get a suite of advanced features that let you kind of automate certain tasks within a game or like capture video of the game as you play or optimize the game's performance, otherwise like enhancing the experience, right? There's a lot of stuff in here. We talked a bit about these features when we first announced the
Right.
phone, and some of these will be available on earlier phones, but the AI stuff in particular um, should some of that is exclusive to the ROG Phone 9. So now that that has been fleshed out, I've been kind of tinkering with some of these features, and they're actually really cool. So I wanted to show them off. Now, different features are supported in different games. I'm going to preface this by saying that these not all of these are going to work in every single game out there, but we do have a lot of the really big mobile games supported by some of these features. So I'm going to start with Genshin Impact as my demo today. But if you check out the links in the video description, you'll see like a list of different games that are supported and the different features that are supported on them. So let's start with Genshin Impact. Um, as an MMO, there's a lot of running around, picking stuff up, fighting stuff, getting caught in tight situations. And some of our features, particularly Xsense, so I'm going to tap Xsense and bring it up, and you'll see some of the AI features we offer here. Auto pickup is a really nice one. If you've never played Genshin, every time you run by like a flower or an apple or any sort of item, you got to tap each of the things to pick them up. Turn this on, and you don't have to do that. You just run, and if you stand by them for like a split second, it'll grab all the items and put them in your inventory.
That's amazing.
Right? Really, really handy. I am a fan of anything that lets me reduce the number of times I have to tap the screen
Yeah.
when I'm playing a game. Auto run, another great example. If you're using touch controls, like kind of pressing your finger up against the screen for a long period of time can be kind of annoying. So I can turn that on. Use the settings button. You can kind of
You just
move
click
this
it.
to so yeah. So it'll give you this auto run button that you kind of move around to where you would touch on the screen
To
in
enable it.
order to
Yeah.
enable it,
It's
right?
basically a
So
trigger. That's amazing.
yeah, super cool, right? You can speed up conversations if you're not a big fan of like the story, so that the text
Hell
just moves
yeah.
really fast. I Unlike Jake doesn't like reading, so this would be a great feature for you. I like reading all the story stuff, so I leave that off, but that's the nice thing of having each of these toggleables, that it's all personal preference. And quick escape, if you get kind of stuck, like frozen in combat and you need a quick way out, it'll give you a quick way out. So let me show you kind of how some of that looks in practice. So instead of having to move the joystick to run, I can just tap this and you'll see it's basically pressing the top of the joystick for me. Boom. Now, and my thumb is off, my left thumb is off the phone, right?
Yeah.
Super cool.
That's very
There,
convenient.
right? Like, oh, what a genius feature. There's a tree around here. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn off auto run and I'm going to walk over to this tree. There's some fruit on this tree. I want it, but I don't want to tap it on myself. Here we go. Oh, got it. Oh, got it. Not using my
Okay.
right hand to touch anything. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Auto pickup. So freaking cool. This is like, when I saw this, I was like, oh, that seems kind of cool when we first announced this. But then when I actually was like kind of playing around with it, I was like, this this is what I want AI to do in my games. Like just streamline stuff. Get rid of the hassle. Make me have to tap the screen less. Really cool. If we open up Game Genie, let's see. So those are the features of XSense. You also have a few other AI features here, like X Capture, which you can turn on to kind of automatically capture certain moments in the game that you're playing. Right? It's kind of tuned for individual games to capture certain types of moments. And the other thing that I really like, especially for RPGs and MMOs, is AI Grabber over here on the bottom right. If I tap that, it will search the screen for text and then let me automatically, okay, so this is you can see that's the text relating to the quest that I'm currently on. This is the beginning of the game. I rolled a new character for this demo. That's the quest that I'm on. I can select that text, either copy it or web search it. Boom. Now I have instant access to a walkthrough for that specific quest.
You get stumped on something that's super convenient. Yeah.
Right. And that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. And then I have to go grab my other phone or whatever, or like move to another window and start searching.
Mobile gaming is the worst. And a lot of mobile games don't like it when you change windows, but this natively allows you to do that easily.
Yeah. It uses like the dual window functionality in Android there. So that's really, really handy, especially in games like Genshin Impact. So those are some of the features we have here in this game. Other types of games have different features that are kind of tuned to that type of game. So if you play Arena of Valor or Mobile Legends Bang Bang, some of those mobile MOBA games, there's a feature called auto skill upgrade, for example. So you don't have to stop in a match and go choose a skill to upgrade. It will just automatically, when you level up, upgrade what it determines is the next best skill for you to grab.
Optimizes it for you.
Have to deal with that. Yeah, really cool.
That's really good for learning.
Also, yeah, that too. Yeah. If you're like new to it and you're not really sure, that's something that I have a problem with a lot of games. Like, I don't know what skill to upgrade yet.
You don't want to spend all this time. Yeah, just like learning builds.
I also don't want to get behind by not upgrading any skills.
Of course.
XSense will notify you when enemies spawn on the map, things like that. I don't have any MOBAs installed that I've played to show those off, but I do have Call of Duty Mobile here. Oops, that's not the right window at all. That was my browser. There we go. So Call of Duty Mobile, very different type of game than Genshin Impact. So it has a very different set of features, right? So I can show some of these off briefly here. Warning, I generally don't play shooters on my phone, so not so great at it. I usually am a mouse and keyboard guy. So you'll notice I'm just opening up a game with some bots. And these bots don't even shoot. These bots just run around.
Really?
It's pretty fun. Yeah.
It's a good way to practice.
These bots don't even do it. It actually is really useful for this demo. So let me wait until it starts here and then I'll launch Game Genie. There we go. At least last time I did this, they were just running around and no one actually shot each other. So
I believe it.
I'll come down here to see all the guys. If I open up Game Genie, first of all, one thing I didn't mention is that you can actually scroll through this and you'll find some more stuff. So like marked clip will help you record game footage in some of these games.
This is so fluid and so well designed.
Obviously, it's really nice. Like the more I kind of, and you can customize some of this stuff too. Obviously, you've got your performance stuff. X mode, you can put it in a battery saving mode. X mode really ramps up the performance. So you're getting the maximum frame rate out of your games. In first person shooters, you'll find this scout mode option that, I didn't actually test this earlier. So that option does a sort of color inversion on the screen. It's not a straight color inversion, but it's a specially tuned one that helps you see enemies better. When they might be like camouflaged. You're actually not seeing that right now because apparently that's not going through my capture card. I did not actually test that earlier, but you can kind of see it here.
I'm not surprised that, yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I just didn't, I didn't think that.
It's just like a filter essentially.
Oh, I think one of the guys actually shot. You also have this feature called vibration mapping in some of these games that lets you set specific areas of the screen to trigger vibration, just to give you a bit more of an immersive experience. That's kind of similar to the air triggers. We've talked about these before, but if you bring up the air trigger option, you can put different areas on the screen. You'll see in the bottom right hand of that blue circle with an L in it, that red circle with an R in it. That corresponds to my left and right triggers. So I don't necessarily have to tap the screen to aim down sights or shoot. I can use my triggers to do that. boom, 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 boom. Although I actually really do like the touch controls in Call of Duty as well, because it has that kind of shoot and aim button.
It's so fluid.
Yeah, it's nice to have a big set of options so you can truly customize your experience. And it's really nice when the AI stuff does a lot of the work for you,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't have to fiddle with it quite as much. So there's a lot you can do in a bunch of different games. I'm not going to show off every single example today. Those are some of the biggest ones. I just wanted to show you guys like how to access Game Genie, how to turn on some of those features and start playing with them so you can figure out what works best for your play style in the games that you're playing. Jake, we can actually take this down for a sec. In order for you guys to do this, I put a couple links in the video description here for you. One of which is a list of games that we support with Game Genie and some of those AI features that we talked about earlier, like Xsense. So if you head to the link in the description and scroll through, you'll find not only the list of games and the features supported and stuff, but actually at the very bottom of this article, there's a table that lists everything out really, really cleanly. So definitely go check that out. There's also another link that I put in the video description that explains a little bit more about how some of the features work and how to start using them. But hopefully, because it is a little bit weird to just read it, it's nice to see it in video form. So I wanted to do this video so you guys could see how to bring. One thing I didn't mention was how Game Genie. Swipe from the top corner of the screen down. Oops. It's hard to do when I'm not looking at it. It's because I'm pressing the air trigger. That's why. When I'm not pressing the air trigger, that's how it brings up. So that's how you bring up Game Genie. And then now you guys know how to look through that. It took me a while to figure out that I scroll through those and find a bunch of other features. So I thought that would be just a nice way to show everyone what you can do. If you don't have your ROG Phone 9 yet, you can grab it at the Asus store or at some of your local retailers. So we'll put a link to that in the video description as well, so you can go check it out. Highly, highly recommended. I love this phone. The battery life is insane. The performance is insane. The screen is big and gorgeous. There's so much that I can say about this. I think the intro to the ROG Phone 9 was like one of our longest episodes of the year.
Probably.
Because there's so many features to go through. It's like impossible to dig through it all. But this was one of those things that we didn't go through on that stream. So I wanted to do it today.
Very cool.
All right. So check out the links in the description. That is our main topic for today. But as guys, always, this is only part of our show. If you want to see the full ROG Pulse stream, you can tune in live every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. We do giveaways. We talk about games. We answer your questions about any of our products, all kinds of other stuff. So be sure to watch live to see the full show. And Jake here streams games on his very own ROG gear in his brand new office every Tuesday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll maybe play some Battlefield 6 tomorrow.
That's the goal. If servers comply, we will be playing
see.
Battlefield 6.
Nice. So follow, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and we'll see you next time.